There's also been a lot of back and forth and speculation this week over whether New York City's headed for another shutdown. The mayor even suggested a timeline for it, but today Governor Cuomo placed his bet firmly against it.
I would wager New York does not shut down because I believe in New Yorkers, and I would never bet against New Yorkers.
And he's putting his money where his mouth is, betting $100, he says. Of course, it's not the first time we've heard different messaging from the governor and the mayor. But this all comes as there's a sign of hope in New York. The number of people in the hospital went down today for the first time in nearly 2 months. And the state hit a new record for COVID testing, nearly 250,000 tests in a single day. But in the city, the mayor says he is concerned about the amount of tests coming back positive. News 4's Andrew Siff live at Elmhurst Hospital. Andrew?
Well, David, the reason for the governor's new confidence on the subject of shutdowns has to do with the hospitals. And they're not at capacity. They're nowhere near capacity. And that's despite the fact that COVID has been rising for weeks and weeks now. So the governor essentially saying he thinks the hospital workload can hold. And as a result, businesses may be able to stay open. One manicure at a time, businesses like Reina Nail Salon have bounced back after shutting down in the first wave. Livelihoods on the line if they have to close again.
We need to pay everything, you know. We need to pay the rent, also the workers.
But today, after weeks of bad news on the COVID front, Governor Cuomo said hospitalizations are down, and he made this bet.
I would wager New York does not shut down.
That prediction at odds with what Mayor De Blasio has been saying almost daily, that a post-Christmas shutdown is likely. Today, the mayor said the percentage of New Yorkers testing positive for COVID is still rising.
A 7-day rolling average, as the next indicator, is 6.16%. 6.16, that is way too high. We got to get under 5. And everyone, I will keep saying it, everyone has to participate. What you do makes a huge difference.
It's grim numbers like that which have many New Yorkers convinced non-essential businesses will soon be forced to close.
The owners are really worried because the economy is going to be down again.
Cuomo said his optimism is fueled by hospital CEOs' confidence that they won't be overwhelmed by COVID patients. The governor said not one hospital in the state has said it's at risk of filling up before mid-January. And Cuomo said New Yorkers have the power to keep it that way.
We need a new mantra. Our mantra has to be slow the spread, stop the shutdown.
Today, the governor said he bets we won't have to shut down.
Let's see. Let's see how it goes. I mean, whatever's in the best interest of everyone.
Well, even the governor said it all depends on what happens in the next couple of weeks. With Christmas and New Year's approaching, New Yorkers have been told over and over not to gather indoors, especially unmasked. The question is whether they listen to that important health advice. We're live in Elmhurst. Andrew Siff, News 4 New York.